is Brow Know-How. I'm just going to wait until some more people jump on to watch before I get started. This is the first time that Tutorial Thursday is live across Facebook, Instagram and YouTube all at once. So I'm really excited to see what this brings. We're going for doing as many different brow techniques as I can tonight. And sorry, Dave's messing around with my screen over there. It's distracting me. I can't actually see your comments whilst I'm live because I can't read the tiny writing on the other side of the room. But once I finish doing my live, if there's any questions in there, I'll come back to them and answer them. So if I don't say hi to you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I just can't see your names from across the room. It's all set up on my little thing. Let me just show you. Things just moved out the way. There we go. So it's all set up across two screens over there. Let me get myself back in the frame again so that you can see me. I'm a bit wonky now, aren't I? Okay, I can see there's quite a few people on. So whilst everybody's around, I'm just going to show you a couple of the new products before I start doing my tutorial. So look at all of those gorgeous new nudes. Available in the pressed powders. So I've got this one and this one on me at the moment. I've just done those before I came on, so I've done the rest of my makeup. I'm just going to do my eyebrows today, so I just need to finish off with my lippy, and this is one of the new nude lippies. This is a Splash, and this one's called Subtle. So I'm just going to pop this on. I love how gorgeous and smooth all the splashes go on. They always go on really nicely straight away, and there's no like patchiness and things, and they dry really nice, so you get a really long lasting colour. So that one's called Subtle. That one's one of the new ones. I think it's called a peachy nude, that one this said. I find it looks a little bit darker on me than Sublime, which is the other peachy nude in our range. But I like it a bit darker. I think Sublime's a little bit too pale for me. So now there's lots and lots of you here. Hi. Thank you for joining me. And let's get cracking. So there's loads and loads of different brow products out there. And loads even within our range. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ones tonight. I'm going to show you, this is the brow palette. Which is a couple of different powders, and then there's highlighters and setting wax in there. So that's kind of your all-in-one, one-stop shop, that one. And you'd use that with either the spoolie brush or the flat brush. And you've got your angled one for getting your brows right in the first place on there as well. So I'll show you what to do with those. And I will also talk you through using brow pencils. These ones are like your old school wind-up pencils that you have in school. So they're really easy and you don't need any pencil sharpeners, so they're dead handy on the go. I always keep one of these in my hospital bag for when I have to go in with Marcus, because it means that I can just put my brows on dead quick. Although the doctors have a tendency to walk in to do ward round halfway through me doing my brows, but never mind. The beauty of these ones as well is not only do you not need a pencil sharpener, you don't need a brush or anything. There's a spoolie brush built in, so you can brush your brows into the right position before you get started. So I'll also show you some different things that you can use. There's things like you can use your eyeshadow, you can use a mascara to do it. depending how dark you want your brows. You can also use various liquid eyeliners to do it if you want a really bright, colourful look. There's all sorts of different things. So let's get cracking. I think I'm going to go for a pencil first. There's 3 different shades of the pencils, and so you need to pick it depending on how dark you want your brows, and not necessarily by how dark your brows naturally are. Generally we do them because we want our brows darker. My hair is quite a lot darker than my brows are, so I tend to use a medium. So I'm going to use my little spoolie brush, and I'm just going to do one of my brows with this, and then I can do my other brow a different way. So I'm going to use the pencil to do quite a natural looking brow, and this is called a fluffy brow. It's quite a sort of new spin on eyebrows, really. So basically you're using your spoolie brush and brushing all of your eyebrows upwards at a slight angle, so they're nice and fluffy. Now you'll have to excuse, my brows are pretty big. I've not plucked my brows for a little bit. So these, can you see? I don't know how well you can see that. Can you see it better against my hand? It's a really fine tip on this, which gives you a really good line. So you don't want to wind it out too much, because otherwise it will snap as you apply any pressure. Your best thing to do is if you use one of your fingertips on your cheek and use an angle, then so you can just sort of do a little rotational flick to do it. You don't want to do it too hard, because this isn't supposed to be a really dark finish. This is just supposed to be enhancing your natural brows. So you're just following along your brows. You see what I'm doing? So I'm just following along. It's darkening the hair, and it's just applying a few lines along the way as well. Apologies to those of you watching on Facebook. It would appear that my Wi-Fi is playing up and my Facebook is cutting in and out. Hopefully that'll sort itself out in a minute. But for now, I seem to be alright on Instagram and YouTube, so we'll just carry on regardless. Okay, so it's not too dark, it's quite a natural looking one. It lifts my brow line because there's no dark lines under here. It lifts the whole effect of your face because you're drawing all of the hairs upwards. So what I would do then is I would use some concealer. So I'm going to use Scarlet, which is the palest. Just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my flat brush. And I'm just going to dab a little bit on. Now again, you're not doing any hard and fast lines there, so there's no sort of cutting in effect or anything. You're just popping a little bit on underneath, just to lighten your eyebrow area, your brow bone. You see? You could also do that with your highlighter if you wanted to, and you could do it with a pale